Hello, it is the player ratings. Aston Villa 1, Everton 2 in the Carabao Cup. Everton will face Burnley at home in the next round. Decent draw, I think, considering we were like second to last out and there was some big teams in it towards the end. I will take Burnley. That is a decent home. Any home tie is good, but playing Burnley could be interesting in about a month's time, I think it is. Could possibly be the 1st of November, I think it is. I think we play West Ham on the Sunday, so it'll probably be on the Wednesday, and then I think we play Brighton on this Saturday, if that doesn't get changed. So I will take that. I will absolutely take that, considering the last 4 teams in the hat. But we'll worry about that then, because I think when the draw got for Villa, I think we were all massively worried because of where we were at that time and having just played Villa. So we will leave that one for now. But it's a good draw, playing at home, and we'll deal with it when it comes. Let's get into the player ratings. Jordan Pickford didn't have loads to do tonight. I don't really think there's anything he could have done about the goal itself. Took a big deflection. Made one good save from Duran with his feet. Made a big save late on as well, when it was at 2-1. So I will give him a 7. A 7. Let's start with the centre-backs, the 3 centre-backs. Michael Keane, obviously very unfortunate with the... Well, I mean, was he unfortunate? I don't know. I don't know whether he was unfortunate, but he was the unlucky person who did score the own goal. But his numbers tonight, 8 out of 10. Ground duels 1. No aerial duels, funny enough. James Tarkowski more likely to take them. He was all right. He's done his job the most part, and as I said, the ground duels, he won his ground duels. He did his job. Can't really complain too much. Michael Keane is Michael Keane, and not more really needs to be said about that. But he done his job. He's done his job. So I will give him a 6.8. James Tarkowski, one ground duel, 1 out of 2, and 1 aerial duel, 1 out of 1. So not many. Villa were not going long with the ball, knowing the back line we had tonight. So they dealt with that quite well. Clearances 5, block shots 1, interceptions 2. Again, just mopping up everything. 83% pass accuracy. So again, done his job quite well. Not much to write home about in terms of, because I don't really think they were under that much pressure tonight until the towards the end of the game. They just, all the defenders done what they needed to do tonight, which is just make sure they broke up the play and moved it on, basically. And I thought they did that quite well. Jarrad Branthwaite, again, done job that he's been doing consistently. 3 out of 3 ground duels, 1 out of 2 aerial duels, 1. 90% pass accuracy, 38 touches. Again, very steady, very calm. Looks. We use that word all the time when we talk about Jarrad Branthwaite, which is calm. He's so calm on the ball. He makes some lovely passes, some lovely angles for passes. He plays beyond his years. 4 long balls, 100%, 4 out of 4. As I said, 90% pass accuracy. It feels like with him all the time that he's just under control. And he really has given us a balance on the left-hand side. And I thought tonight he just nipped in, won the ball, no messing about. Yeah, good performance from the lad who just is getting better and better. And the funny thing today was seeing him linked with a move to PSV. I mean, he should be getting linked to a move to PSG, never mind PSV, but PSV for £8 million. And she's like, what body part is that? What body part are you talking about there? £8 million. absolutely incredible. Premier League, a starting Premier League defender in England under 21 for £8 million. Absolutely incredible. So I will give him a 7.4. Nathan Patterson come back into the side as a wing back, which said for a while that's like, maybe not in our side because I'd prefer us playing a back four, but for his development, I don't think that's the worst position in the world if he plays it correctly. If he's played correctly, because defensively he's still got things to learn. Going for, he likes to get forward, and the tenacity is there. So it does help when the pressure's off. Does help when everyone's working hard. Does help. So I thought he did well tonight. Thought he did well coming back into the side. He, again, as I said, the tenacity from him was there to be seen tonight. He wanted to win every ball. Defensively, his numbers, ground duels, only 4 out of 10. 1 out of 2 aerial duels, 1. But it wasn't about his defensive side tonight. It was about him going forward. And his, if you look at his heat map, he is right down that wing. I mean, he's barely in the area where you would normally think, not just a right back because he wasn't playing right back, but a right wing back when they play for Everton when it ends up being a 5. It certainly wasn't a 5 tonight. That was the most important thing about tonight, that it was a 3. It was not a 5. We have played this too many times where it ends up a 5 and it consumes us. We just go back and we can't get out. But tonight the wing backs really did play as wing backs, and I thought all of them tonight did well. In terms of actually playing the role. So, yeah, Nathan Patterson, I'll give him a 7 for tonight's performance. Michalenko, if I can find him. Michalenko obviously only played the first half. Not sure what the issue was with him second half. Whether he got a knock or whether the manager didn't think he was... whether he didn't think he was up to it. Just looking at his numbers. Ground duels, 2, didn't win either. And aerial duels didn't have any. So, he only had 13 touches of the ball, and there's not really much on his heat map either. It's basically a little bit in our half and a little bit in just inside their half. So he wasn't getting us forward as much as Patterson. Again, Michalenko, not sure he actually suits the wing-back role as much as someone like Patterson does, or even as much as someone like Ashley Young plays as it, because he understands he's got the experience. So maybe wing-back isn't what Michalenko's strength is, certainly because he is a defensive defender, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that he's not someone who's massively going to go past the halfway line, but so Michalenko, I'd give him a 6.3 for tonight. Jack Harrison came into the side, played just about 65 minutes he played, didn't he? Did all right tonight. Dribble attempts 2, got 1 out of 2. Crosses 4, 1 was accurate, but I thought you could see the tenacity, you could see the hard work, and he's a very hard working player, Jack Harrison. This is something that's been put into him, instilled into him ever since he went to America, came through the college system, got picked up by New York City by the trials way they do it in America, fought to play in the MLS, then fought to come over to England, and obviously he's worked really hard to play for Leeds. So you can see that there. He looks straight away. I just thought for a player who's been out since the summer and has only played a little bit for the under-21s, I thought it was a really good performance from him tonight. Some really nice touches. The ball he played to Dominic Calvert-Lewin was beautiful. Just getting it in between the full-back and the centre-back. He's prepared to work hard as well. This lad will graft. He's got a little bit of pace about him as well. He's prepared to graft, and he's going to be coming inside as well. He's gonna give us something that maybe we have a bit more balance. Maybe if McNeil's playing on the left and he's playing on the right, we're gonna have that little bit of balance. And for someone like Patterson, it will allow Patterson, I think, to get past them. I think Patterson will be allowed to go on the outside of him, and that's something we've been looking for. I think there's something that's been maybe missing recently. James Garner showed on Saturday a different way of playing that position, but Ashley Young wasn't breaking forward, because you wouldn't expect Ashley Young to break forward. But I thought Jack Harrison done really well. So 7.1 for Jack Harrison. On the other side, we had Dan Juma, didn't we? I've missed out basically half the midfield here. Let me get back into the midfield. James Garner, again, another excellent display by James Garner. Great goal, finished it brilliantly. 49 touches, 81% pass accuracy. Ground duels, won 11 of 13 ground duels. That's superb. That's absolutely superb. 4 dribble attempts, 3 completed. No, he's just, I think, again, said this in the last couple of weeks about start playing on the right-hand side, understanding what's required, getting into games, because he's only young. He's got plenty of time. He's got lots of time to develop. But he's developing quickly, and the manager really likes him, which is really important as well. So he's got an opportunity to grow into the side and eventually make that position his own. It's as simple as that. Make that position your own in centre midfield. Because ultimately, you know, Idrissa Gana Gueye is going to play less games, isn't he? And I'm not saying they're like for like, but he's going to get opportunities, and certainly when the AFCON comes, you know, that could be Garner and Decore missing for an entire month. So, or certainly, you know, a few weeks. So, he's growing into the game all the time. He's growing into an Everton shirt all the time. Brilliant that he got his first goal, and more to come. I think more to come, because he's getting. You can see Don't forget, this was a lad when he signed for Everton hadn't played in the Premier League. This is a lad who'd played in the Championship. Got an injury last year, obviously, to his back, which kept him out for a long while. Never really featured in Frank Lampard's side. So when the manager came in, when Sean Dyche came in, he was getting a player, but it was a player who hadn't really played for the previous manager. So it was obviously difficult for him. But he's definitely the kind of manager definitely the kind of player that the manager likes. So yeah, I thought he played really well tonight. So I'm going to give him 8.4 for tonight's game. Amadou Onana played 79 minutes of the game. I thought for long periods of this game he was superb. Just the way he used his body, the way he rolled people, the passing, the assist for the goal. Ground duels won 2 out of 3. Aerial duels won 2 out of 3. 45 touches, not as many as on Saturday. 70% pass accuracy. Key passes 2. I just thought he looked so confident in that role tonight, like he did on Saturday, Onana, and was starting that. These last 2 games, I think, have given Evertonians a true reflection of what Onana can do, and he's shown the manager he can play in that role, and he can be the 6, and you get so much more out of him, and so much more out of the team when Amadou Onana is playing in the number 6, and he's confident, and he's done in the last 2 games, and that has taken that little change of position. But he is grabbing the games by the scruff of the neck. He's getting all over the pitch. And I think the only if James Garner hadn't scored, I think Onana probably would have been the man of the match for me. But I think tonight was and Saturday have been Onana's best 2 performances in an Everton shirt. I really do. I think he's picked it up massively. I think the manager put him in there against Arsenal. He didn't grab that game. It was difficult for him because I don't think we had the intensity. But in tonight's game and on Saturday, the intensity was there. And you could see his level tonight. He really enjoyed it. You could tell the way he was like, he was taking chances when the ball was coming to him, knowing that it was a calculated risk, that if he rolled the player, that if he got past them, that he was going to get into loads of space, that he was going to move forward. So that's been, I think the manager, I don't know where the manager was looking to, whether he'd seen him play against Belgium, or he just thought his fitness had become better and better. I don't know what it is, but putting him in that 6 role, his proper position, is going to propel him forward, and it's going to help the team as well. So I thought he was excellent tonight, Onana. I really did, without going like over the top about him. But he just looked so much in control of the game, and that's the best thing you can say about him. Looked in control of everything, and there's been, he has been criticised for not grabbing hold of the game. He's been criticised because he's big and he's physical, and I think sometimes that goes against him in terms of like when people look at him and what they expect of him. But in terms of playing football, it gives him such an advantage, stretching those legs, and yeah, I thought he was excellent tonight. So I would give Onana an 8. Danjuma played 72 minutes. Bit quiet tonight, to be honest. Didn't do loads. He only had 20 touches of the ball. There wasn't loads from him. No shots on target, no shots off target. 3 shots blocked. 1 attempted dribble, unsuccessful. He didn't really do much for me tonight, Danjuma. Just never really worked. And I think he's a player who's going to have to up his levels a little bit, because Dwight McNeil is back fit, and because now Harrison's fit. I think Danjuma is almost, for this manager, almost feels like a bit of a luxury, because I think the ideal scenario is McNeil on one side and Harrison on the other side. So for the manager, it does feel like a little bit of a luxury. But he's there. He's an option. The likes of like December and November are going to be hectic months, and now we've got a cup game in there, and if we were to get through Burnley, December would be even more hectic. I'm not saying he had like a bad game. He just wasn't in the game. He just never imposed himself in the game, and that might have been down to the change of position slightly, because we were playing wing back, and he wasn't naturally playing playing right with his chalk, getting chalk on his boots. Like, if you look at his heat map, is like there's very little on it. It's not great. So yeah, I'm not saying he had a bad game. He just never got into this game whatsoever tonight, I didn't think. So, but it's great. It's just great to have an option like him, and now starting to get a few more players in there who without having a massive squad, we've got a like for like squad now. That's what's really important for me. We've got a like for like squad. So I would give him 6 for tonight. Dominic Calvert-Lewin took his goal brilliantly. He only had 21 touches of the ball, but tonight only one thing mattered. He got a goal. No, he seized on an opportunity, seized on a mistake, beat the defender. Confidence to get through 1-on-1. Probably give the goalie the eyes and just slid it in the corner. 2-2. And that's what you want from your centre forward. Played 72 minutes. Shots on target 3, shots off target 1. So, scored from 3 of his shots. And tonight again, you can see he's fit. You can see he's got that little bit extra in him. You can see he's got that confidence. He's got that smile. You can see he's playing with, and again, this is a big part of this, is bringing in Beto. There's a confidence there. You can see it. You can see it in him, that a weight has been lifted, I think, anyway. You can see that weight's been lifted on him, of almost like carrying this club. I think that's evident. He's got that smile on his face. He knows if he can go off after 72 minutes, and a quality striker comes on the pitch. That's hugely important for him. So yeah, listen, it wasn't like an unbelievable display. He had a good chance in the first half where, as I said before, Jack Harrison put him in, and keeper, I think, makes a save, and then he goes round and he hits the side netting. Maybe a little bit more composure there. But the goal's superb. The goal is superb. And again, the 2 goals he scored in these 2 games are goals that maybe in the last, maybe not in the last 2 years, but just before he started getting the injuries, we were a little bit like, they're the ones maybe he doesn't take. Or they're the ones where at the stage of a game where you're 1-0 up and you want that second, or you're 2-1 up and you want that third. They were the ones. I just think he looks like he's playing with a little bit of freedom, and obviously that he'll love that, because obviously he got his injury at Villa Park, and then he comes back tonight and he gets the winning goal, really. So delighted for Dom. 7.7 for Dom. It was a great finish. It was a great finish. And to have that little bit of quality, and now the manager's got a decision. Does he play him on Saturday? Does he bring him back into the side on Saturday? Now that now that he scored 2 and 2, does he leave Beto on there? Beto's still very raw, isn't he? We'll talk about Beto in a moment. But the subs, Ashley Young, come on at half time. Only won 1 of his 5 duels. Didn't do loads, just had a little bit of experience. 29 touches, 69% possession. Just did his job for the most part. So 6.5 for him. Who else came on? So we also had the Dwight McNeil sub. He came on played the last 25 minutes plus 5. Only had 8 touches. He was on for probably half an hour, and he had 8 touches. And he had 6 passes, 100% pass accuracy, I must say, for him as well. Ground duels won 1 out of 1, no aerial duels. So for him, it was mostly about just keeping the shape. So Dwight McNeil, 6.6, because the pass accuracy is tremendous there, isn't it? Drissa Gay came on with 18 minutes to go, so he probably played about 25 minutes in the end. 10 touches, again, about keeping the shape. Won 3 out of 3 ground duels, won 1 aerial duel out of 1, so 100% on that. Again, just about doing your job, keeping the shape. Tackles 3, wasn't dribbles past once. Just came on as a defensive part of the game. It didn't really work as such, as in those subs, not him in particular, but those subs, I thought, allowed Villa to just come back into the game. Whether they would have done that anyway, knowing that they needed to score. So, Drissa Gay, 6.4. Beto came on around the same time, played about the last 25 minutes, 12 touches, 6 out of 7 accurate passes, even. Yeah, he never got the rub of the green at all, really, tonight. A couple of opportunities he had. One where he got in the box and tried to take the lad on for pace. Went down. Ref just told him to get up. And one towards the end where he think he's tried to do Konza for pace and he hasn't done it. He's got to find the rhythm of the game, I think. I think for me, Saturday I'd play Dom, personally. And have Beto coming on, because I just think there is I think Dom is just a genuine better player in the Premier League. When Beto can get to that level. It's early days. There's no pressure on. So, Beto I would give a 6.2 for his performance tonight. And I can't remember the last time I've done this many subs. And the other sub was Decore, wasn't he, who came on with again, it's 11 minutes to go, so we would have played about 16 minutes. He had 6 touches. I think that shows you the amount of touches the subs had, how backwards we went when we started making the subs, and how little we had the ball. I know we didn't have the ball loads anyway because we played a lot of counter-attacking football, but 6 touches, 3 out of 3 accurate passes, 100% for the Corey. But it does show you that our subs didn't have any impact on this game really at all. They didn't really do anything, and I think that tells you what happened in like the last 20 minutes, how we sort of started going backwards a little bit. We lost that little bit of control over the game. So the Corey at 6 didn't particularly do anything wrong, but as I said, none of our subs could just get on the ball at all. So I mean, apart from obviously Young, who came on at half time, but yeah. So there you go. Listen, we've won the game. We've won the game. We've gone to somewhere where we haven't won since 2016, is it? The season they went down, and we've got to win. I don't think anyone really thought we were going to win tonight. And if we did win, it was because everyone thought they were going to play a weak side, which they didn't, really. So, again, 2 wins back to back. Got to take that into the home games. Got to take that into Saturday against Luton and make it a fantastic week. And start making people like me feel positive. And that it is going in the right direction, and that we are a decent side. The last 2 games, we've looked like a decent side. Simple as that. And that intensity's been there. And again, well done to the manager. Got it spot on again. After Saturday as well. So fair play to him. Answered a lot of critics, including myself. So, sorry. I'm not saying Beto won't be good. I'm saying right now, I'd start Dom over Beto. I wasn't saying Beto won't be good. I said right now I would play Dom on Saturday. That one game. Lad who scored 2 out of 2. Just honestly, I'd put him in on Saturday. Beto just needs the edges shaving off, and I think Dom's the one for me at the moment. I would be starting. That's all. I think Beto looks like he's got loads of potential. So certainly not criticising him. Just yeah. Isaac, thank you for the super chat. You haven't said anything, but there you go. Yeah, as I said, fair play to Dyche, because he's got it absolutely spot on in the 2 games. Absolutely spot on. Got the midfield pairing. So no, it's not, I can't. When was the last time we won? The last time we won 2 games in a row was like what? Was it the Southampton Palace games, or sorry, the Southampton West Ham games? Is that the last time we won 2 in a row? Last time we won 2 away in a row. Jesus. You have to ask Baz. I think he was a kid. Probably had black hair. So, yeah. There you go. Happy days. Go and check out Baz's videos for more positivity. We'll be doing the final word tomorrow live over on Toffee TV Premier. If you're not a Toffee TV Premier member, why aren't you a Toffee TV Premier member? It costs less than a cup of coffee for a month. Less than a cup of coffee. So why not? Just jump on. It's what allows us to do what we're doing. There you go. Check out Baz's videos. Make sure you give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Who's that? Nomad Scouser says, fans, 10 out of 10 for me. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, they were fantastic. Nearly 5,000 of them again. That's all you could hear was those boys and girls who were having much better time of it than us poor souls who just go to the home games, aren't they? So there you go. Give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, as I said, the link is in the description. The QR code is coming up now for Toffee TV Premier. Thanks for watching. See you later.